We're here with the one and only Oprah. She's revealing her newest book club pick. Only on CBS Mornings. We love when this happens. It's a highly anticipated memoir. I just said to Vlad, Tony, ready for the draw?
Yes, I'm ready.
And it's called Matriarch by Tina Knowles.
Now, what's interesting to me about this is when you started reading it, you didn't read it thinking this could be a book club pick.
Absolutely not. I read it thinking, oh, okay, Tina Knowles, celebrity, memoir. And then, like 25 pages in, I went, this is really a good book.
And then she called me and started reading me passages from the book. It's right. It's Tina Knowles' life story in her own words. She shares intimate details from her life in raising music superstars Beyoncé and Solange. You know that, of course. She debated sharing private news about her health in this deeply personal book and ultimately decided to include it to help others. So we recently sat down with Tina Knowles last month at her home in Los Angeles, where she opened up about her decision to go public about this diagnosis. Here's part of that conversation.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in my left breast.
How hard is it to say that?
I'm getting emotional because it was like, you know, I've always tried to take care of myself, and I was in disbelief.
The American Cancer Society recommends a mammogram every 1 to 2 years for women over the age of 55. But Knowles missed hers during the COVID pandemic and forgot to reschedule it until last year. That's when doctors found 2 tumors. One was benign, the other had stage 1 cancer.
It was stage 1, which I thought was the earliest stage. And then when I told my sister, she said, no, actually there's a 0. So if I had gone for my mammogram, I would have got it at the 0 stage. Thank God it was still very small, hadn't spread. It was a very slow spreading cancer.
Knowles had a lumpectomy to remove the cancer from her left breast. Take us to the day of the surgery. Your girls, all of them showed up.
All of them showed up
in the hospital before the surgery. And what did they do?
I was nervous, and so they started just joking with me. And Solange pulls up this video of this young trans woman, and she's saying, "I'm very demure and intentional with my," and we're just laughing at it. I mean, we just kept peeping cute. And so she's showing me this, and we just look at it.
Right before the surgery?
Right before the surgery. So I start laughing. I get out of my head, and then I said, you know, I'm just so happy that y'all are here. And I thought about the song Walk With Me, which they used to sing all the time. And Michelle wasn't there, but Solange filled in, Angie sung, and they sung Walk With Me. And it's about God walking with you into something and protecting you. And that's what they sung that song, and I went in there feeling just like God has got me.
Last October, Knowles was honored with an award as one of Glamour magazine's Women of the Year. But she was almost unable to attend because of a serious complication after surgery that concerned her family.
So I got this terrible infection, and Beyoncé just kept saying,
don't
you know,
go.
Mama, you're not yourself. So she was like, your health is more important, don't go. And I said, you know, this is so important to me because of what I just went through. Because a lot of my life, I just refused to be recognized. I would never take an award. I would never, want the attention to me. And this was my saying, I deserve this. And I'm going to get there. And so it was only like maybe 4 weeks after.
I was there that night, and you all walked in. I was sitting right next to you, and when you were speaking, the look on all their faces looking at you, the look on their faces, I'll never forget it. The pride, because of course they all knew it, we didn't. The pride in your speech that you gave that night about what they mean, you know, talking to them, of course they knew.
And that's why when
now-
I said, you know, with them I could get through anything, nobody knew what I was talking about.
What was interesting to me, well, I'll talk about it after the break. Oprah's sticking around. I got something to say. Miss Tina will join us as well right after the break. She's going to share why it was so important for her to tell her story at this particular time. We'll be right back.